We are looking at a booming and honestly highly aggressive real estate market today.
Yeah, but definitely not human housing. Yeah.
Right, no. We are talking about wasps absolutely taking over summer houses. Welcome to this deep dive, where our mission is to, explore what's triggering this massive swarm and arm you with the knowledge to survive your patio this season. We're looking at some wild field reports and seeing how two local innovators, Kesser and Steen, are basically managing the chaos.
And I mean, the chaos is very real right now. If you haven't seen Kesser and Steen stuff yet, they're the guys who literally just gained 50,000 followers in like 3 minutes from that mobile chicken coop
Oh,
stunt.
yeah, that was insane.
Right. Well, they are basically acting as wildlife janitors right now for city folks whose summer retreats are just under total siege. I mean, they're pulling massive nests out of everything, even basketball hoops.
Wow. Yeah, the sources had that terrifying anecdote about Gunnar. He apparently grabbed some firewood, accidentally ripped open this completely hidden nest, and got stung so badly his face swelled up.
Yeah, he looked like he was chewing shut-up candies for a week.
Exactly. Like shut up candies. So brutal. And I know it's been an unusually warm, dry spring, which we know is great for insects, but I mean, weather alone doesn't really explain nests the size of basketballs. Just how bad is it out there in the summer gardens?
Well, the weather is definitely the spark, but human behavior is the fuel here. We're
Mm.
seeing city dwellers basically bringing terrible habits to the countryside. Like, they're leaving unsealed trash cans full of cardboard, leftover meat, vegetable scraps, just sitting out for up to 8 weeks between garbage collection.
Wait, hang on. If I leave meat in a hot trash can for 2 months, I'm not just, poorly managing waste. I am actively farming maggots, which are prime wasp food. That is a neon sign for an all-you-can-eat buffet.
Exactly. You are artificially supporting massive colonies literally right next to where you eat dinner.
Which puts you in a really tough spot if you actually want to, use your patio. I mean, if bug spray is strictly regulated for indoor use only, how are we supposed to defend the patio without carpet bombing the garden with harmful chemicals?
So Kesser and Steen actually use a few really clever DIY tricks to push them out mechanically or behaviorally. One relies on a pretty simple chemical version, which is caffeine. You can just sprinkle dried coffee grounds on the soil or even burn them like incense right on the patio.
Oh, because wasps hate the smell and just steer clear?
Yeah, exactly.
That makes total sense as a scent deterrent. But, if we're looking at behavioral tricks, wasps are fiercely territorial, right? So I'm guessing if I crumple up a brown paper bag and hang it near the table, a scouting wasp might mistake it for a rival colony's nest and just fly away.
Precisely, yeah. You just exploit their own biology to keep them out of your space. But, if they're already swarming the table, you need a decoy trap. Kesser and Steen use a mix of fake soda and dish soap.
Oh, I get it. The soap breaks the surface tension of the liquid, right? So normally an insect is light enough to just stand on the surface of the water, but with the soap mixed in, the wasp dives for the sugar and instantly sinks.
Spot on. Yeah, they drown immediately. But we should really clarify why they are diving for that sugary soda in the first place, especially, late in the summer when they turn into such aggressive jerks.
Yeah, that late summer shift is just brutal. Are they just angry the vacation season is ending?
No, it's actually this wild biological tragedy. See, during the summer, worker wasps are hunters. They catch meat-like flies or your garbage scraps, and they feed it to the larvae. In exchange, the larvae secrete this sugary syrup for the workers to consume.
Wow, okay, so it's like a literal meat for sugar trade agreement.
Right. But in the fall, the old queen stops laying eggs. The whole nest structure basically collapses. And no new larvae means the sugar supply completely dries up. So those aggressive worker wasps dive bombing your plum tree are suddenly unemployed, starving, and totally desperate for your soda before the cold sets in.
And then winter hits, and the cold just finishes them off. The workers freeze to death.
Almost all of them, yeah. Only the newly mated young queens actually survive. They find a spot to hibernate, and their bodies literally produce a type of internal antifreeze, which is wild.
That is crazy.
Yeah, so come spring, they start over, completely fresh. They never reuse old nests.
Okay, so while we're managing these, desperate freezing sugar addicts, it's worth a quick safety reminder for you. If you have severe allergies like dizziness or throat swelling, obviously always keep an adrenaline pen handy. But we also need to be careful not to wage war on the wrong bugs here. Because wild bees, like bumblebees, are getting caught in the crossfire.
Which is a really crucial distinction to make. Wild bees are super friendly, and they are so vital for our biodiversity. I mean, they don't want your fake soda. They usually just want a warm garden stone to rest on to, regulate their body heat.
So, warm stones for the bees, coffee incense, and fake paper bag nests for the wasps. Next time a wasp crashes your picnic, you'll know it's just a desperate, unemployed sugar junkie facing a total existential crisis. And you know exactly how to trick it.
Exactly. Which honestly leaves a much bigger kind of provocative question for you to ponder. If our irregular, 8-week garbage habits and these increasingly warmer springs are creating perfect storm conditions for wasps, how might this permanently alter the evolutionary behavior of these urban scavengers in the decades to come?
So, we are looking at a booming and honestly highly aggressive real estate market today.
Yeah, but definitely not human housing.
Right.